Course number 1. Femi Kadiena, Jamaica. Course number 2. Rick Blade, USA. On your mark, get set.
It's time for the 2016 Rio Olympics, which also means that it's time for some Olympic Games. Okay, maybe so. DecAthlete, or Athlete Kings as it's called, is probably not one of the most Olympic games, as athletics is just a part of the Olympics. But as far as these track and field games goes, this one is pretty nice. Being a part of an arcade game, it has a lot of the early Sega charm and style of 3D games like Virtua Fighter and Virtua Cop, and that really shines through in the cartoon stylings of the characters. You got 9 different athletes from various countries around the world, and they all have their own skill preferences, such as Femi Kadiena, who from Jamaica, who's great at jumping, Jeff Jansen from Great Britain, who's great at throwing, and Rick Blade, who is an all-round character, who's obviously awesome at everything because he's American. Once you've got your character down, you will have to get them through 10 different events in order to become the champion. You can either do this in arcade mode, where you will have to qualify in each event to progress, or you can do it in decathlon mode, where you simply try to do as well as you can across all the events, and then gather up points that will be tallied together at the end to decide a winner. The events are all pretty much the same when it comes to the controls. It's a simple 2-button layout. One button builds speed, and the other one is usually something that requires a timed press, such as throwing the javelin at just the right angle, or lunging forward if you're neck and neck at the finishing line of one of the foot races. I will say I did have some personal problems, especially in some of the jumping events. I just couldn't seem to clear the bar just correctly. But the jumping events are also a lot about feel. There's no bar or number indicator, you just have to go by where your character is on the screen before you try and jump. And then also remember to let go of the pole. Now, as it is a home console game, you obviously don't have to throw your money away trying to get the feel for timing the jumps correctly, as Athlete Kings does have a separate practice mode where you can play a single event over and over again as many times as you like. And while I did that for recording footage, I never really mastered it. I guess I just have to play some more. Being super simple, I think Athlete Kings, or DecAthlete, would be an amazing party game. Unfortunately, it doesn't have any multi-tap support. You can only play 2 players, and that's a shame because some of the events definitely invite for more participants than just the 2-player maximum. While it certainly not was worth it at its full release price back when it came out, it's still a novel game to put on if you have a friend over and want to play something other than a co-op brawler or a fighting game. If you are looking for the Saturn version, which I'm playing here, be sure to get the Japanese one as it has an extra unlockable character not available in my European version of the game. But if you have the means to play it, I strongly suggest getting Sega Ages Volume 15 DecAthlete Collection for PlayStation 2. It has improved graphics and 2 other games included. It's equally cheap, and I actually picked it up for myself while filming this review. So to get a cheap Olympic video game fix, look no further than Athlete Kings or DecAthlete for your Sega Saturn or PlayStation 2.